Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a 10-point value chart, and as I see, you'll need a piece of newsprint, you'll need your charcoal pencil, and you'll need a piece of vine charcoal. Make sure that at least an inch of charcoal is exposed on your pencil. I'll be looking for that, and make sure it's good and sharpened up. And what I've done here is I've marked off 10 1.5-inch squares for a total of 15 inches by 1.5 inches. Please measure it out like that because I want it to be nice and big at the top of your page. Please put it at the top of the page because we're going to do some other stuff down here. Do not doodle or write notes or anything else. If you feel you need to do something like that, do it on another piece of paper. I don't want it on here. So measure out these squares. Use vine charcoal with a ruler. If your ruler is not long enough to do this, there are yardsticks on the table in the front corner of the class. Please share. So like I said, these are 10 1.5-inch squares. The image that I'm putting with this assignment has I believe has the white as on the left and the black on the white. Either way, I'm going to do the black on the left because I like to work from left to right, but either way you want to do it is fine. Just make sure it's this size and make sure it's at the top of the page like this, because what we're going to do another drawing down here, and then eventually I'm going to cut this piece off so that you can tape it to your board and have that for reference. So the object of this is harder than it looks. You want to make it nice and clean with clean edges and solid values. So I'm just going to show you a quick couple of things right now. So I've got my reference right down here. I'm going to start from the middle and work outward. So your 1 is, sometimes they call black 0 or white 0. I'm going to call white a 1 and call black 10, just because I'm used to that with pens and markers and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the 6. You don't have to write these numbers on there, but I'm just doing it for now. And I'm going to fill this in with vine charcoal. And my objective is to make this the exact value that's in the image, and then move outward from there. And it'll be uneven, and then when I try to start blending it in, it'll get a lot lighter. So if you want to make it darker, take your pencil and just blend it in with that until you have the value that you want. Hold your pencil correctly and go slow. There's no reason to be in a hurry with this. And with newsprint, you'll have some sort of uneven spots in the pencil, in the paper, so don't worry about that. There's kind of nothing to be done about it. But make these values as smooth as you can. And if you go a little outside the lines, that's okay, because we can erase that. I feel like that's about a 6 right there. So I want to go from 6 to 10, and then an equal gradation of value change between each thing. So probably next I'll do 10 and then 2 and so forth, and try to work towards the middle so that you don't want to get dark too fast. You don't want to have your 6 right here and then not have any place to go. So that's one of the challenges of this, is to try to keep even gradations between your values. So next I'm going to do the 10, and I'm going to take it and just fill it in with the charcoal pencil. Again, hold your pencil correctly and go slow. You already know that the pencil is compressed charcoal and the vine charcoal is vine charcoal. This is darker than the vine charcoal, but I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but the darkest value that is available to you is not just the charcoal pencil. It's the charcoal pencil blended with the vine charcoal. So what you want to do for your 10 is lay down the pencil and then almost like blending it in with the vine charcoal. And I'm getting dust all over this. That's fine, because you're going to rub it in. And this 10 should just be the darkest value that you can make. And also, if you have it, you can use these blending stumps to get right up to the edges and the corners. So when you're creating your edges in between the values, you can usually make a good straight line by pulling downward on your pencil, and then you can blend it in like that. That'll lock in that line. And then you can very carefully blend from the line to the darker value. And that's how you can make a good clean edge. And then find all the light spots within your square and just fill them in. One thing that will be important is to learn how to make stuff lighter. So you're going to have dirty fingers. A dirty finger will blend it in, but even I could just make my number 2 here with just a dirty finger, really. And actually it needs to be lighter. So I could take a clean finger and lighten that up a little bit, but I don't have any left. So I've got tissue paper right here. I can lighten it up with that. And then if I want to make a spot even lighter, you use your kneaded eraser. And you can use that almost like a white pencil. Do not use a white pencil. And just keep adding and taking away until you have the clean values that you want. You can do this same thing in the other direction with your eraser. Put your piece of typing paper right there. Make a nice clean edge. And then you can blend away from that with your eraser. This number 2 value is going to be like the lightest I can make it without just making it white. And then the number 1 will be white. You want to eliminate lines wherever you can, except on the white one. Otherwise you won't see it. So this will be difficult and frustrating, but hopefully, and you'll have to go back over your values a whole bunch of times. Don't get frustrated. There's really 2 things that you can do to keep me off your back. You can I don't really want to see this. Hold your pencil like this. Make sure you keep your pencil sharpened. Those are the two easy things that you can do to make things a little easier. If you have, if this is not a comfortable way of drawing for you, the best thing to do is to do it all the time so that you get used to it. So I'm going to be enforcing that strictly when I come back to class. So when you have your values pretty even, you can take your sheet of notebook paper or whatever and get a nice clean edge. You might have to go back and change things. Actually, let me rephrase that. You definitely will have to do all of this a bunch of times to get it just right. And that is one of the main things that we'll be doing all year, is adjusting stuff. And there you have a pretty nice, clean value chart. Make sure that your white is totally white, and you can have a little bit of an edge around that one. But otherwise, you want to try to eliminate the lines as much as you can. Make them good, solid values. And make sure the rest of your page is clean so that you can do the next assignment on it. So good luck with this. Go slow, hold your pencil correctly, and keep it sharpened. And I will see you next time.